tell people that all the time. And I'm like, my dad didn't want her to get it. And we said, fuck off, because she's going to get whatever she wants. And it means something to her. And we went with her, my sister and I. And she loves it. And it looks great on her.
Also, the older you get...
Who gives a fuck? You're going to be wrinkly and fucking saggy and shit anyways.
You might as well have ink.
Your skin's not going to fucking sag it that much more than it is already.
My tattoo that I got at like 18 has aged really shittily. Now that I'm 25, I can't imagine what it's going to look like when I'm at 70. But like, I don't fucking care. But I mean, if she's already 50, it's going to look crisp and pristine. And
that's what I mean. In 20 years?
30 years? Sure. Fucking rock it, Lisa, bitch.
Hell yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like, the older you get it, the better it's going to look when you're oldest. Right? Am I right?
Yeah.
Anywho.
Do you have Amazon Prime?
Of course I do.
Have you watched Last One Laughing Canada?
Not the Canada one. Is it up now?
Yeah.
I'm gonna watch it when I get home.
I really like it. It makes me think a lot of things in terms of like if I was there, what I would laugh at and what I would get like smiley about, or like what I would get a yellow card or a red card at.
Yeah.
We would be shitty at that, but these are like top tier comedians that like have very prestigious careers and backgrounds, and they're like hella good at like composing themselves. We would be shit. The average person I think would be shit, but they're so smart.
Yeah.
Like,
because you gotta say something that is so outrageous that people are like, what the fuck?
And when in doubt, just repeat yourself a bunch of times.
Okay, just don't say anymore. I gotta watch it.
Yeah, no problem.
I've seen it advertised because I've seen the American one, and that was pretty good. And they just do outrageous shit.
Who was on the American one off the top of your head?
That you would know? Honestly, I don't... I watched it so long ago. Like, I couldn't even name anybody that was worth noting that, like, I know of.
I love
like a big name that
comedy,
I know.
And that's always been very important to me. But Canadian comedy is also very prevalent and has been I think through my whole life.
Just for Laughs, I used to watch on a regs, bro, and that's
whose line is it anyway?
That's so I never got to watch that. I don't know why.
It's really good improv.
I know. I love improv.
People shit on improv a lot.
It's so funny. Have you ever been to a live improv show? Did I take you to that improv show once?
Yeah, we went.
It's so fun. It's just fun. Whether or not it's funny is different than whether or not it's fun.
Could you say fun more? Because it's not.
I just love having so much fun. So much fun. Okay.
I would recommend this one. I just love... well, not only do I love, like, supporting Canadian actors, comedians, and artists alike, but... this is just a highlight of what we actually have, and that's like just like the top 10. Like I could have pictured another 10 in my mind that would have also been really amazing at that. In this show, and for those of you who aren't familiar, LOL Canada is I guess done in like a bunch of countries. There's an Australian one as well. It's pretty much like all these comedians or people of influence. I guess usually comedians, right?
I don't know. What's LOL?
Last One Laughing.
Oh. I guess, yeah.
Jesus fucking Christ.
I don't know. I haven't fucking watched the whole series.
They're trapped in a room, essentially, for like 6 hours, and the first one to smile or laugh gets a yellow card, and if they do it again, they get a red card, and they get kicked out.
Yeah.
So, of course, naturally, it's just a bunch of fucking chaos and a bunch of people trying to make one another laugh and get kicked out so that they can win and donate... I think it's like $100,000 to the charity of their choice. And it's fucking good. Like, it's just, after like the third hour, it's just fucking weird.
Chaos.
Yeah. It just gets really weird and it makes you feel like you're tripping.
They get desperate almost and they're like, I just want to be out of here.
Or they just want to win or whatever. Yeah. It's good. It makes me laugh and it's a very comforting show for me right now. And the fact that
I'm going to watch that when I get home.
It's amazing.
That's so fun.
Yeah, I really like it. I want to watch... I feel like watching that with you would be really fun, like having a weekly night where you get together and watch that show. You know when you're like a kid and like shows would only air on cable once a week and you gotta wait till Survivor comes out on Thursday at 7 or whatever the fuck it was?
Wait, speaking of that, did you see the Love is Blind finale?
Absolutely.
I'm shook. I definitely thought Sal was gonna say yes.
I'm so glad that he didn't.
Mallory.
Also, Deepthi, I'm so glad that she was like, no, I'm a queen, thank you. I deserve to know my worth every single fucking day.
Me too. And I thought for sure they were gonna get married, because
he was such a wiener.
Oh god, he was the worst. I just thought he just acted like such a fucking fuckboy, hurt feelings, like couldn't handle rejection,
Can't communicate.
And so at the end, like when she was like, no thank you, he was like, that's all right, we're still gonna party, it's fine, like I'm so glad she said no, because I would have said it and I didn't want to. And blah, like, yeah, fucking right, you were so ready to marry her.
Because he'd be an idiot not to.
Of course, she was amazing.
Yeah, she was
what
the
a
best.
fucking douche lord. And Shane, oh my god, ew.
I don't know if people would like spoilers, but I'm very shook by the results and very happy about them.
You haven't watched it by now.
A couple of them I'm like, really?
Like who?
I had a huge crush on
who? Oh, well, Jarrett. And
oh my god, Jarrett. I had a huge crush on Jarrett. He was literally the perfect man.
Really?
Yeah. He was the whole
I don't
package
think
for me.
any of them were the perfect man. I gotta be honest with you.
Yeah.
I don't know. Jared just seemed very much.
He was into marrying somebody, not necessarily who he's marrying.
That's so
weird, but he was he was so kind and sweet and sexy and funny and outgoing, and it's just like,
I guess, but he was unsure, and it was. I felt more for Ayana because.
Bro, I'm surprised she said yes.
Right?
Her little anxious ass.
I'd be like, bitch, I'm the second option.
Also, though, imagine how tough it would be to have the beginning stages of your relationship and your love and your vulnerabilities like displayed on essentially like international TV. Like, imagine.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy. Did you know that there's a bunch of Love is Blind, like Japan, Love is Blind, Brazil?
Yeah.
I haven't watched those. You know what they need? Love is Blind, LGBTQ. Plus.
Oh, the fucking queers.
Why don't they have that?
The queers would ruin it because it's like we would get married on the first date.
No, well, but like it. So here's the thing.
Just kidding.
Well,
I would love to see that
maybe,
too.
Yeah. But like, here's the thing. I want to see people who, I don't know, who are like pansexual or who are.
But then it would need to be a show
trans or something, and like you can't see them, so like you need to be, like that would be an amazing show.
I would love to see that too, but think about
that'd be so much more like vibrant than just fucking hetero couples,
I think it would be way more like authentic because but I don't know, like if it was all like pansexual or bisexuals, like actually pansexuals makes the most sense because you wouldn't need to see them to fall in love, but bisexuals would be like iffy. Imagine if they dubbed it like using a
different voice.
What's that guy's name? The internet dude, the hacker guy person. Anonymous. Imagine if they all had that, and it's like you don't know if they're,
I mean, that's a little scary though. I don't think I could fall in love with that anonymous voice.
No, me either. But that's the only way a bisexual version would work.
Yeah.
Maybe, I don't know. Unless every contestant was
because you like as soon as you would hear the voice, you would know whether it's like female, male,
not necessarily
non-binary.
You can't hear that.
Kinda.
No. You can't hear whether somebody has a penis or not. You know what I mean?
No, but like you definitely sound like you have a higher pitched voice, which just makes it.
But if somebody's transitioning,
more likely
they're gonna have.
Oh, that's what makes it interesting, bitch.
I think, yeah.
Come on, Netflix.
I would like that too. That's definitely not a pipe dream. Like, that's definitely going to happen.
It has to. Yeah. It has to. I literally am putting it out there. I'm manifesting. Love is Blind, LGBTQ plus IUA. I don't know what else.
IUD, DUI. I love a DIY cast.
Hell yeah.
Also, the show was visibly fat-phobic, and that should probably end as well.
That's so bad.
The only fucking inclusion that a person that was overweight had was them being talked about their weight, and then they made no other appearances on the show.
Who is that?
The only people that were fat were on the screen when what's his dick was talking about weight.
Shake?
Yeah. And they didn't make any other appearance. Like, how fucking fat phobic is that?
That's so bad.
They didn't see any other dates. You saw nothing about these women.
Yeah.
They're just there to pretty much be
how much do you weigh?
Yeah.
Why does it fucking matter? What if I weigh 160 pounds, but I'm all muscle? What if I'm so lean, but I'm 6 foot tall?
You're 200 pounds, but you're just 9 feet tall and super
exactly.
lean?
That's literally what I'm saying.
Pisses me off. I don't know. Anyway, a lot of those people piss me off. But I do think queers would have definitely a better version, but like everything we do is like better and more artistic. So
like everything it is better.
But also a lot of queer people would be open to like polyamory. So like one date would be like, okay, wait, but can we get number 7, like room number 7 and room number 3 at the same time? And
I feel like that would just be so juicy. It would be dramatic because people would be like, wait, but like I'm not sure if I like you or if I like him or if I like her. And it would just be like this whole like so many triangles. Like it'd be so juicy. Come on, Netflix.
It'd be hexagonal, I feel.
Yeah, that'd be great. So interesting. I love that.
Those shows, Love is Blind and Too Hot to Handle, which I know you probably haven't given a chance yet. And that's
no, okay. I haven't. Sorry. There's just so much going on.
Fuck off. Very much guilty pleasures of mine, which I have never had before. Like, I've never used to watch these shows. And now that I do, I am very much invested in them. And I hate that I am because, like, they're not quality.
No, it's so trash. It's trash TV.
Why do we like it?
But I love it.
I know.
You know why? Because it's reality.
But it's not like, reality, though.
But, like, it's not... No, of course. But it's, like... I don't know. It's other people's lives. And I think... For some reason, in like the early 2000s, we had a boom of reality TV, and everybody was like, "I love this." That's why like The Simple Life came out with the Hiltons, with Paris Hilton. The Hills
shaped my childhood. I was like 13 years old asking people if they wanted to go to lunch.
Keeping Up with the Kardashians came out. Like the Real Housewives came out. It just
the Real what?
Housewives.
Housewives.
No,
you didn't say housewives. You said housewives.
The second time.
Both times.
Whatever. The Real Housewives.
The Real Housewives.
Whatever, bitch. I'm like 5 drinks in. Can you give me a break? They came out. It just like this was boom of like reality TV that everybody was like dying to see. And it's mostly rich, privileged people that are like, oh my God, I have to see how they live because we don't live that way. We pay month to month on cable that we probably can't afford. You know what I mean?
I just never understood the term reality. None of it is reality. Reality isn't having a camera in your house, but it's like it's considered reality because they don't necessarily have scripts, which I don't even think is true anymore. Like, no. I don't think it was ever true.
I think they guide people in certain situations and then they edit in the end.
It's all editing.
It's completely editing and some like that's why it pisses me off a little bit because the way that they edit, especially Love is Blind, you can definitely tell in certain situations they're patching together things that are like from the future into the past and from the past into the future, or like just like their expressions. You can tell
certain reactions is like this was just
their interviews.
They're just like widening their eyes,
Shane,
and it's not like
Shayna.
To that time. It was just like in general, but they splotch it over the time,
right? That they're
to show that they have a larger reaction than they actually do. This isn't a normal human reaction when. Like talking
in the
to people.
time in the exact time it's different
hack job of editing and I love every second of it. I hate that I love it.
It's so fucking good.
It's so fucking embarrassing because my boss or like my people at work are like, oh, have you watched anything good on Netflix? And I was like, no.
Of course I have.
No, because I'm like, no, I haven't watched anything good on Netflix, but I've been watching a lot of Netflix.
Yeah, it's a lot of trash TV.
It's a lot of Netflix that it's not a lot of good Netflix.
Guilty as charged, General.
Oh my God. Do you want to play a couple word games in conclusion to this episode? Because I feel like it's just been us bitching.
Instead of a random thought?
Yeah.
Sure.
I did have a random thought, but I randomly thought and forgot about her.
Oh, I kind of have one, but it's okay. I feel like this is a good one.
Go. You want it? Do you want to share your random thought
instead of this? We're running out of time.
What time is that? 40?
Yeah, 45.
What's your random thought? Just do it real quick and we'll do a couple of rounds of these cards.
Okay. I don't know. This one's a pretty big topic. We'll save it for next one.
You're going to forget, but okay.
No, I saved it in my phone this time.
Sweet, okay.
I was like, you know why I forget my random thoughts? Because they're usually at night when I'm going to bed and I start thinking of shit and then...
You gotta write it down.
I dictate now. I'm like, hey, Siri, write this in podcast notes. And she was like, okay, in podcast notes.